Welcome to my tarot card reading for the month of March. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Before I start, I would like to announce that I'm writing articles for this magazine that is entitled Desde Ahora. And this magazine is written in Spanish, and obviously it caters South, Central America, and Mexico. Probably you can find it in the internet. Well, you can find it in the internet. So if you're in Spain or Europe, any other part of Europe, and you know Spanish, you can access this magazine. If not, you can contact me. I will send you the link. What I'm doing, I'm reaching out to you, asking you to ask questions related with the political and social issues that are related with your countries, so I can publish that information. Just remember that this information is catering South, Central America, Mexico. Therefore, the questions should be related with these countries. In a note apart, I would like also to mention that Mars is going to be retrograde during the month of March, and Saturn as well. Jupiter is going to be retrograde, but it ends there. It's going to be retrograde for a few days during March, and after that is going direct. Having that in mind, and if you know a little bit of astrology, then you will understand the dynamic of the tarot cards that you're going to start seeing here. First, let's start here with the Magician. The Magician here represents Gemini, Virgo, Mercury. Then the Tower representing Scorpio, Aries, Mars, and Capricorn. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles representing the throne of Capricorn. And then if we do a close-up, you will see Mars and Saturn there. And I'm going to jump with the Tower because it's the one that is going to shed light to the reading, the general reading for the month of March for you air signs. And what we have here, you already know what it means. It means a shock, something that is going to make you stumble. It's something that is going to shake you up. It's going to make you feel like something hit you really hard, really strong. It represents a very narrow-minded perception. It represents something that is very rigid, and the universe is breaking that perception. Therefore, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo is letting us know that there are mental processes and mentality, ways of thinking that are very, very rigid. That air signs during the month of March, they seem to be a little bit stubborn and rigid in their way of thinking and approaching problem situations in life. We have Saturn that emphasizes more that, because Saturn is about obstacles. It's a planet that is a little bit rigid. It likes to teach lessons, and it makes us think about the Tower once again. And Mars is in a very impulsive energy. It's like a kid that has so much energy that wants to run around. It's a free range spirit, let's put it like that. And Mars is like that, but then Mars needs to be expressed. It needs to grow and expand and move around, and there is so much energy that is being repressed, and we can be surprised because Mars is retrograde during the month of March, and the tarot cards are representing this here. This energy that is being repressed, and it needs to be expressed some way, somehow. And the tarot cards are saying that we really need to be a little more flexible in our ways of thinking. Let's be a little bit more flexible, less stubborn, and less rigid. Because the tarot cards, what they're saying is that we're going to be hit by the lightning, and we're going to wake up if we don't become a little bit more flexible. That's technically what the tarot cards are saying for you. We have several tarot cards here, but the ones that I want to show you is Oshumare, the Outcast, and Karma. And once again, it's letting us know a very interesting dynamic of things of cause and effect. Okay, so see how things are moving for you air signs. And then we have to remember that at the end of March we're going to start having what is called a T-square. That means that in the sky, there's some planets that are going to form a T, the letter T, which creates a lot of frictions. Okay, one is going to be in Pluto in Capricorn, Jupiter in Cancer, and Uranus in Aries, and it's going to create a T, a letter T, and this is going to create a lot of pulling energies that are pulling from different directions. And we don't know how to manage this energy. We're going to start manifesting what I'm explaining to you in this introduction. We have to remember that the moon node, the north node of the moon, has entered Libra. So a lot of decisions, life is pushing you, air signs especially, to make decisions. All of us to make decisions. But some of you are going to feel it more than others. And if you have a cardinal sign as an ascendant or in your moon, then you are going to be also affected with this dynamic. We already have Jupiter and Pluto in opposition, so there is a lot of pulling energy, and we don't know to manage in a very positive way this energy. The energy is going obviously to manifest in a very negative way. Everything depends on how flexible we are, and that's what the tarot cards are letting you know, air sign, for March 2014. Gemini, March 2014. Before I start, I would like to let you know the following. Gemini, you are an air sign, you're mutable, and your house number is number 3. The house number 3 is related with communications, any kind of communication, written, oral, technologically speaking, any kind of communication. It could be communication spoken when you speak with someone, to someone, etc. When you write letters to someone, or when you get letters, anything related with communication or the media. Okay, that's house number 3. Gemini, a very versatile sign that likes to learn, a very curious sign. And having that in mind, then we can start our reading. We have Oshumare, we have the number 2 here of Cups, and the 6 of Coins. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, Saturn and Mars. And here what the tarot cards are saying is that there's something closely related with contracts. And remember that a contract is a binding document, and marriage is a binding document, is a legal document before the law, before the government. It's a civil union, we like it or not, even if you have the blessings of the church, it is a contract. And it's also a promise, because a promise binds you, and you made a promise when you got married, for the better of the worse, till death us apart. So it's talking about not only that kind of contract, but any kind of contract, any binding contract, or anything that we have said that binded us into a promise. So the tarot cards here are saying that there's something related with this contract, with this promise that we have made, or that we are binded to, that is not moving. There's something there that is stuck. There's nothing moving. There's stagnation there, stasis. There's no flow. But at the same time, you're not willing to do any kind of sacrifices. You're not willing to sacrifice anything. Why? It could be because you feel that you are binded, restricted, binded and restricted. Or it could be the other way around. It could mean that you are creating laws that are very restrictive. It could be that you are the boss, or you are in a contract where you are creating laws that are very, very restrictive. It could go either way. The thing is that it's related with contracts and things that are very restrictive. Okay, and this is creating a stagnant situation where you or the other part is not willing to do any sacrifice. I hope that it makes sense for you, my dear Gemini, because that's your reading for the month of March 2014. Libra, this is your reading, March 2014. Libra, remember, you are a cardinal sign. You are an air sign. And you are, or you belong to house number 7. House number 7 is related with relationships, a one-to-one relationship, meaning how you interact in an individual level. Not only that, we also have to remember that the house number 7 creates is the opposite with Aries, and it creates a very interesting polarity, a very interesting dynamic of relationships. You are a cardinal sign, which means that you shoot and then you ask. This is like a blizzard, if you can understand it, like a wind, southern wind that opens the window or the door and then it ends up there. You start something and then you don't finish it. Whatever is the energy there, the cardinal signs, they just are prone to action, and once the action started, it wanes off and is not pursued anymore. That's the kind of dynamic, and because you're air, it's all related with the mind. So it's letting us know that you're kind of a very impulsive. You come to conclusions very quick. You don't stop to think first. And here is when the tarot cards start talking to you, and this is your reading. We have the outcast, we have the magician, and we had some pole, king of swords. The outcast. The outcast is a very important card because it's letting us know something, my dear Libra. You made up your mind already. Regardless of what someone told you, what that person told you, what the lawyer told you, what the doctor told you, whatever person told you something, whoever it was, you don't care. You're just going to do it. For good or for bad, you've made up your mind. That's the cardinal sign nature. You just made up your mind and you're going to jump in, regardless. But the thing is that the tarot cards here, we have St. Paul, the king of swords, and he has a sword, obviously, and then we have a book, the Bible, could be. The thing is that the tarot card here is letting us know that there's nothing more powerful than the word that we speak. We can destroy a whole nation, a whole empire. We can destroy whatever we want with what we speak. And we could do the opposite. We can create, we can comfort with what we say. And the tarot cards are saying that you're going to be very impulsive. Careful. Well, anyway, we have the magician. And the magician always make us think about as it is above, it is below, and vice versa. As it is inside, it is outside, and vice versa. We're talking about projections and transference here. We're talking again of the power of our word, the spoken word, and not only even spoken, even our thoughts, because we can create with our words and with our thoughts. And there's also something interesting that I learned. Abracadabra, like the song Abracadabra. This song and this word is a Hebrew word that means I create with what I speak. And this is a very powerful message here for you, my dear Libra. And when we look at the tower, which represent Aries, Scorpio, Mars, Capricorn, it's letting us know that you have to watch out what you say, how you say it, even when you say it, and to whom you say it. Be very, very careful. Very careful what you're going to do, what you're going to say, and even what you think. Because the tarot cards are saying that you are going to be very narrow-minded, a little bit stubborn during the month of March, and you have to be very careful. You have to remember that Lao Tse mentioned that a tree that is alive bends with the wind. A tree that has withered dies, it breaks off when the wind blows. And with that message, I will let you, my dear Libra, for March 2014. Aquario, March 2014. Before we start, we have to remind you that you are obviously an air sign. You are a fixed sign, and your house is the house number 11. House number 11 is related with objectives, goals, visions, missions, if you want to put it like that, and friends that support you. Clubs, organizations that you belong to. And having that in mind, we also have to remember that your planet is Uranus, and Aquarius is a sign a little bit eccentric, like technology, like anything that is new, anything that is different, anything that is weird. But at the same time, it likes to progress, it likes to help in order to help other people evolve. It's a planet of progress. It's a, sign of progress, evolution, moving forward. This is Aquarius. And keeping that in mind, then we have to go straight to the reading. We have the karma, we have the star, we have Saint Mary, the moon, and the magician, representing Gemini, Virgo, Mercury. And then we have to pay close attention to Saint Mary, the moon, because she's looking towards the magician, technically speaking. She's looking down upon it, letting us know that the clue to what is going to happen during March 2014 lies or relies heavily on the magician. And once again, like I said to Libra, the magician reminds us of the following maximum that says, as it is above is below, as it is inside, it is outside, and vice versa. It makes us think, it makes us remember the word abracadabra. Abracadabra, you didn't know, is a Hebrew word that it means that with what I speak, I create, or I create with what I speak. So this is a very powerful meaning, my dear Aquarius. And Saint Mary, the moon, is letting us know that very deep in our unconscious, subconscious, emotionally, or in our feelings, the solution lies there. And that's why I recommend you that during the month of March, if you can do past life regression, or you can go to a hypnotist therapist, so he can help you go through hypnosis, so they can help you go really deep, so you can find why is happening what is happening to you during the month of March. And why I'm telling you this, because I'm sugarcoating everything, and I'm telling you what is going to happen during the month of March. And the targets are saying here the following. We have here the star, which represents Aquarius, but notice that is upside down, letting us know that there are things that are not moving. There's no progress, there's no evolution. Things are stagnant, Aquarius. Things are not, there's no progress at all. And when we look at the karma, it's letting us know that there is also something called cause and effect. And it also makes us think about the magician, cause and effect, as it is above is below. That metaphysical maxim that is reminding us that in psychology is called transference and projection. And that's what we're talking about, transfer and projection. And karma is cause and effect. But also the card related with karma also make us think about the law. The law. So in other words, this month of March, there are things related with the law, things that are not moving well. Could be law, legal issues, or anything that some way, somehow is related with cause and effect. So if you did something, you started something, you're going to start seeing that they are not moving well. If you started a business, that's also legal stuff, it's not moving well. If you did something whatever it was what you did, whatever action you take, there is an effect. But you're going to start seeing that the effects are bringing some kind of stagnation. Things are not moving well. And the tarot cards are letting you know that you need to do what I already mentioned so you can move forward and get out of this situation that is very stagnant, where things are not moving forward. They're not evolving for you during March 2014. And that's my reading, Aquarius, and till the next one.